Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and today we are going to be reacting to RWBY Volume 9, Episode 11, Bonus Ending Animatic. And if you guys don't know, this did come out at RTX, but apparently this is going to be the full version. It is going to be longer, and so we are super excited. But I just wanted to talk a bit before we get into it. We're like 5 minutes out at the moment. Hunter and I had a lot of expectations going into this, and RWBY Beyond, right? When we heard about it more than a month ago, when they announced this, we had a lot of, we're gonna see Team Coffee, we're gonna see Theodore, we're gonna see Rumple, we're gonna see the Summer
personal
Maiden.
choice of dressing in the
We're gonna find out about
hoodie.
Ren and Nora's trauma of losing Jean. We had a lot of expectations of what the animatic and then also what RWBY Beyond would be. But I was thinking about it last night, and I was thinking about it before we started recording and earlier in the day, and I think that I don't know how to explain this, but I kind of have left my expectations behind. I just want to show gratitude, right? Because now it's a completely different, and the animatic itself hasn't changed, right? Like the content of the animatic itself hasn't changed, but it was a different feeling 2 months ago before we knew that Rooster Teeth was shutting down, being like, oh, I hope that all this stuff will happen in the new series that they're putting out, because it was regular state of affairs, so it felt like we could have those expectations of what we think is going to happen. But now I just kind of want to go into it without any of that expectation, because this could be, and I don't want to get all sad, but this could be one of the last, RWBY Beyond is still coming, but this could be one of the last RWBY things we ever get. So I don't want to be like, but they didn't show Theodore! Like, I don't want it to be that way. It would have been different if we didn't know that, but because we know that, I just
expectations have changed.
And I just want to express my gratitude and appreciation at the fact that we got to see this, quite frankly, at all. But Hunter, do you want to say anything?
I feel similarly as well, whereas previously I had sort of soaring expectations. Because it was funny, because a lot of people were like, oh my god, RWBY's not going to get... And then Beyond and this extended animatic was announced, and then it was like, oh, optimism!
Yeah, exactly.
And then Rooster Teeth announced that it's shutting down.
We're so back! We're so over! Like, we're so back!
Nothing's ever gonna be good again! I'm a king! Life is a roller coaster that only goes up! Oh my god!
Yeah.
So we're at oh my god right now. So I just kind of want to enjoy it, because you're right. I'm optimistic about RWBY Volume 10, but there's the distinct possibility that this and Beyond, as you mentioned, is the grand finale of RWBY.
And obviously, we'll still do stuff together, but like, this being like the last RWBY-related thing that Hunter and I ever do together is kind of
one
fucked
of
up.
the last,
So I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it with Hunter.
And you want to at least acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, as RWBY Volume 10 and 11 and 12 and whatever does get announced, we're at a roller coaster that only goes up.
Of course. So, but I think it was worth mentioning. All right, everyone, so we're just going to get into it right here. There are closed captions,
hey,
so...
I'm Carrie.
Oh!
Hi,
Eddie. Hi, Carrie.
This is the original ending for Volume 9. It was going to be the 12th
Guys,
episode.
what if I cry?
Cut for budget and asset reasons, but...
Yeah, making the entirety of Vacuo for one episode at the end of one volume.
Of this in Volume 10, it won't be 1-to-1, but it'll be something kind of like this.
Well, hopefully.
When it does come back.
If and when.
If that was him saying, by the way, I would shit myself, we'd be back on the roller coaster that only goes up.
A cliffhanger where someone appeared and walked up to them.
Oh, okay. So did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
They were looking at their own gravestone, someone walked up to them, probably Raven, but...
We didn't animate it, but we thought it was in a good spot, and we wanted to share with you. We still really love the end message of it and the way that it caps off Volume 9, so...
I'm getting, like, actual goosebumps. I'm getting chills.
So, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it, and hope to see you again soon.
Oh!
My dad's.
I know. Okay.
We buried our friends today.
Oh my god! No! I mean, but how else? But we saw, didn't we see this?
I mean, you can't.
I don't...
I
don't think we did.
With a banjo.
We needed to do something.
Oh, everyone. In on.
We needed to move on.
Oh, this from Nora, so like...
Oh,
like actual goosebumps, guys.
Putting the memorial at the gate side was Ren's idea.
Oh.
I love how the banjo guy was there. Oh wait, who's okay?
Klein,
yeah. I also saw Fiona's dad in the lineup.
I think everyone lost something that day.
Oh. Oh shit!
Oh, this is what happens right after.
Yeah. I would be, if I was a civilian, I
Nora
would be
in foreground.
so fucking like, oh my god, like, we're seeing everyone again. But yeah,
So
imagine being a regular person and seeing Winter just go ham like this, like, oh, Coco! Coco!
Coco!
Please! Coco! Yeah, let's go! Coco!
Oh, it's everybody!
Max, yeah, let's go!
When the sandstorm cleared.
Oh, okay.
and Bro showed
Oh,
up.
Sun and Neptune!
Sun!
We were just outside the city.
Yay! Oh my god, guys, my heart is literally racing.
Oh no. Childhood.
But
Huh?
Dune reference. Oh, she put her sunglasses back on. Oh my god, literally,
oh my god,
literally
it's
a giant
worm from the
sandworm.
book!
Dune.
Oh my god, Hunter.
So are you really gonna have that as your phone background?
Yeah, I will.
But there's still something worrying me.
I love how this is all Nora
Last thing we need
POV.
is a kingdom of orphans.
Oh?
It's not our fault.
Oh,
Neon! Nobody
Neon.
to help us when we needed it.
We've had our
Oh.
own problems.
Oh, I kind of get
The
it.
world doesn't revolve around
Yeah, this is exactly the type of tension I was. Oh, yeah.
Oh, because she's an orphan.
No. Oh, man. Oh, Nora has like a arm thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a bandage or something to represent John.
Oh, I think maybe that's her new outfit because it looks different.
Yeah, maybe.
She has her
Oh.
scars still.
What if we can't move on?
Oh.
Oh, her scars. Yeah, that's.
Neon.
What if we're all just
I feel like that they just had something.
Oh.
scarred?
Either Neon was staring.
I think Neon was staring at the scars.
Like in an uncomfortable way and not like, I guess, a flirting way.
Ruby.
Oh.
Be your certainty.
Is
Is
that
this
the name of it?
Ozpin or is it Oscar?
You always believed things would work out.
Oh man.
All the way up until the moment they didn't.
Oh, literally, guys, I'm like literally freezing right now, even though it's so hot in here. Like, I'm just so cold.
Ozpin has no explanation of what might have happened to you, your team, Jean. I thought maybe I could search for an answer.
Oh,
Oh,
Ozpin
just-
doesn't know.
But given Vacuo's history of colonization, its records of antiquity are even worse than
Oh.
most places in Remnant.
Woof. That's grim and realistic.
Oz is fighting our merger just as hard as I am.
Oh, okay, so they're not merged yet.
Okay.
Ah,
We are an unfortunate
Winter is just like fucking Superman, just
Yeah.
coming into this.
Oh!
Too many people to take care of.
He looks
Oh.
slightly different.
Too many emotions.
What a nice pose.
Dwindling time.
Hey, it's Fox is
Yeah,
sitting there,
yeah.
right
It's
in the
hard to tell
corner.
Fox's guns from
Saw people.
Ren's
Ren,
guns.
but he-
Yeah. The pointy bits.
Some of us don't know anymore.
Oh. Yeah, that's Ren.
John?
Oh.
How did you go from the boy at Beacon to the leader at Atlas?
That's so fucked up because he was like, you cheated your way into Beacon, and that's like one of the last things that they
Yeah.
talked about. Can you believe it, Hunter? Like, that's so fucked up.
It is pretty rough.
Velvet! Sorry.
Do we get to hear their voices?
I don't know.
Oh,
Someone's just sleeping
I
outside the...
was going to try and cook
well,
some dinner for the
homelessness
gang,
tends to
if you want to
happen.
stick around.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder if it's a student.
That's really
It's that
Who
sweet,
shade.
knows?
but
Maybe.
I told Velvet I'd help her get more supplies out to the edge settlements.
Oh.
Would feel
I think
bad
we
to leave
saw
before
this
those
part, like
guys,
this relationship, like,
Don't even worry
tension.
about it. You just keep up the great work.
Oh, he's
Let me know if I
trying
can
hard.
Oh. He's trying to give Nora some space, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Velvet's so cute.
Nora?
Oh.
She's putting the world
Right.
Right, I forgot about that.
just isn't himself.
Damn.
So please, somebody eat noodles with me.
Oh.
I never realized how much you did to hold us together.
Oh. Oh.
Yatsu.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that Yatsu would wanna. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good. Mercury! Mercury! Mercury? Wait, what?
Far royal for royalty?
Doesn't that look
That's
like
Mercury.
Is he breaking out the crown, people?
Is that who that is?
For royalty! No place for royalty! Shouldn't that be
the people from the
the
books?
people from the fucking
So
book?
they're bringing the books back?
I guess so.
Is Carmen gonna be in it?
Should we go back? Should we,
Maybe?
we're like right before the commercial break. Hold on. Oh my god, I did not
Wait,
expect
who is
that
that
we were
person
gonna
they're
see.
with? Who's
It's
that woman?
probably
It's the girl that had the abilities.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. What's
I'm
her name again?
assuming.
I haven't read those
It's like
books.
Jack and Jill, right?
Yeah,
Like,
right,
that's the
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
thing. Damn it, I thought Yatsu wanted to have food with him. That would have made, I mean, I can't believe they're bringing in the royalty
I really
people
hope
from
they
the
bring.
books. That's awesome.
Because we recognized they had the issue of they were running out of villains.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy, though.
That's.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
Tyrion killing people. Mercury, and these are the crown people. Is that Fox?
I don't know.
Just being
Maybe?
sad over there?
It's hard to tell in the current state. I love how concerned he is about
Tyrion's
Tyrion.
like, fuck yeah.
Tyrion,
That's hilarious that
murder
they got
hobo.
to Vacuo like in one piece. I was so sure that that plane was gonna go down.
Even though we lost a lot in Atlas, Salem's forces were damaged too.
Yep.
But maybe
She's
not.
able to recover by preying on those filled with fear and
Yep.
anger.
Exactly. Oh no.
Oh, not an ad.
So we just got 3 ads in a row, but we're still here, so.
Did he look at the whole mood of the city?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
crazy.
That's so like.
Okay, so this is
where
the
we
part we
yeah.
saw at RTX, right?
What's Enor?
Emerald, Nora,
Nora,
Oscar, Ren.
Tears on Nora's face.
Me.
Yeah.
I was the one who stayed at Ironwood's side for far, far too long.
So we're back at a different. So there's been 2 funerals then.
No, I think that Winter just comes here maybe regularly, or maybe this is Winter and what she thought that day when they made the memorial, but it looks kind of
Oh.
cracked, so.
Forever.
Ah! Long live the crown! The fucking crown, bro! The goddamn crown! I wonder if we will get to see
Audience has
Theodore.
started.
Hello? Oh, what if we see?
Is this Crow? Is this Crow?
Oh yeah, it might be. It might. No, but the Aesops are already here.
Port!
Wait! It's Port Black.
I knew Black, but that. Wait.
What's happening?
Are we gonna see Raven? Are we gonna see?
Hold on.
Are we gonna see Taiyang?
Came to Vale. And now there's nothing left.
What?
Glinda?
Where's Glinda?
No!
Gone.
Oh, she's trying to find help.
I thought Glinda
Relax.
fucking died.
Brought as many
Oh
people
shit!
with
So
us as we
Vale's gone too. But did
And
they
got
take?
extra
Did they
gone.
get
This
the?
is the only place we could think to go.
Fuck! Did they get the relic?
The relic? They probably did.
But it was in a place that Osmond said was tricky.
Maybe.
Unless Salem used the relic of creation to find it.
If Raven comes,
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
saw Raven,
squeak. Yeah,
remember?
but
She-
like.
You're the one who believed in people.
You stole it. Give it back. I didn't steal
Who had faith.
Oh,
it could be
dear.
good.
I love how Willow has her little hat.
Mother.
So they're kind of setting it up that we may never go back to Vale unless
So
the crown is still.
So I guess Crow and the Aesops just flew the way
yeah,
back.
they just
I guess we already
landed.
know
Yeah,
that.
they were already there.
But we haven't seen the Aesops, have we?
But yeah, they've been in the background.
Okay, they have. Okay. I'm freaking out. I'm hard to pay
I know.
attention.
We saw this part. It's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Remember we saw this
I
part?
know, but
Or hard work
Theodore.
change where we find
I'm
ourselves.
thinking about Theodore, guys.
Sneeze. Not so high.
Oh
and
my
mighty now,
God.
Are you?
I love this tension
What's it
though.
like living at our level.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We're leaving. Okay?
Bro, I bet you Crow and Willow like
I mean, they're helping each other.
they You know, I heard you just lost your husband.
Well.
Crows and makeup.
Yeah, they're all afraid of her,
Yeah.
right? Imagine saying that in the Shani is the Winter Maiden. Oh.
Where?
Well, I mean, there's still tribes like foxes, you know.
I guess you could go to Mistral. Oh, babies. Oh, yeah, Marrow. Okay, yeah. No, they are here.
You would know what to do, sister.
Damn.
You were the true heir to the
Oh.
Oh.
You and your friends, you did everything.
Wow, going from like Winter not totally believing in Weiss and Weiss looking up to Winter to now Winter in retrospect
But
looking up
it's
to
some
Weiss. That's
survival
really sweet.
guilt, though,
Yeah.
right?
That too, but still. It's... What? Klein!
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's been here, yeah.
Klein's been around.
Sorry, I keep... He's just so baby.
Maybe it's for the best that
Oh
you didn't
no.
have to see this Weiss.
Come back. I keep wanting to see like Raven. I don't know.
I mean, we know that she shows up at quote-unquote the end, but...
Oh.
Yeah, I remember this part.
Go figure.
He's just like, everything's gone to hell.
It's bad.
My time to
In
shine.
fact, it's probably never been worse.
They can't go through this whole thing and not show Theodore.
And yet, you can still see the good in small things. Acts of kindness. People trying to
Oh,
change
Klein! Oh, because Doc. Right, yeah. One of his
I mean,
personalities.
even Willow's helping.
Yeah.
An oasis in the desert.
Oh.
It's all a matter of perspective.
I imagine it would be like, there's not enough water. I mean, if you don't have Evian, tap's okay. Like, I would want her to have a bunch of totally out of touch,
Oh.
rich. Oh! Mary go Butch.
Oh.
What was so important that I needed to come all the way down here?
Robin.
You can't spend all your time taking me.
Yeah! Where? I want to see the meetings, bestie! Sorry, I know we said no expectations, that kinda. I'm getting more feral as we
Is this one of
persist.
those, just wait, it's a surprise things? I'm not really
Just shut up a second. Here.
Yeah, this is the mural.
Oh, right, yeah.
Things might be bad,
Hmm.
but might be
Oh,
Oh.
little ruby face.
to see the good.
Oh.
Who's this? Oh.
Because you
I love how it's like, we both leaned in when we thought
I
it was-
know. Okay.
Right, and then
I keep checking the ending. I'm like, how much runtime do we got?
There
Yeah,
might
because
be a-
this is when Raven brought them here.
yeah. Wait, we've seen this before.
Yeah,
Yes,
we saw
okay,
that
okay.
in the RTX
Sorry, I
version.
just forget
It's okay.
Raven. You think I wouldn't forget Raven because she's God's perfect MILF, but
And this is they were supposed to see
yeah.
that memorial in the foreground is so fucked.
Great.
Like, that's so great.
You sent a message.
Then the world come. Ilya's here. Shame we didn't get to see
The
Ilya.
world answered.
Oh. Come on!
Are
Oh.
you coming to the meeting or?
Add Emerald in this shot.
Oh, Emerald never got added.
Aww.
Hey everyone.
Oh.
I love how that's what she thinks to say. Hey, everyone.
I mean, what else would you? Oh, man.
Oh, but wait, this is the...
Well, this is the credit.
Have we seen this before?
No, I mean, we haven't seen the design. Oh, that's what the mural was supposed to look like.
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness.
Oh, boy. There's a lot to take in with some of this, though. Like,
Yeah.
that Vale is apparently destroyed. Like, does Salem have the crown of choice or not? Because I have a theory that she would be able to create a portal just like they did with the Relic of Creation. Make me a portal that goes to where the crown is. Uh-oh. That was amazing. Like, obviously, we already saw half of it.
I think if you saw all of it, my heart would have exploded.
Yeah,
because I think I would. But like the stuff they added, the stuff about
the beginning chunk was really powerful.
Was really
like
great.
the Nora part, the red, like everybody talking to the grave.
Nora cry.
That was
Watching
really good.
Nora cry is so difficult when she collapses on the ground. Winter fight scene. Seeing Team Coffee was great because it's the rain of bullets.
I do think it is a little strange in the context of, I'm assuming this was supposed to be the full episode, right? And I'm assuming the reason why they didn't show Theodore and Rumple was because in the attempt to make sure that it was still budget friendly, they didn't want to have to make more models. However, it is still odd, I guess, just from the viewer perspective, this idea that you would be in Vacuo and you never see Theodore. You just don't see it. Because Oobleck and Port, I guess, have Maya models because they show up at Ty's house. So that's a little weird, even from, again, the standpoint that I'm really glad that we got to see this. I'm glad we got to see the animatic. It's a bizarre, like, it's just a little bizarre to be like, yes, we are in Vacuo and we do not see Theodore and Rumple the whole time.
I feel like the more we learned about the cut content of Volume 9, the more, because this first time I learned there was cut content, I was pretty sad.
Yeah.
And I think the more I've seen it, the more I realize that I like the cut content. Yeah. It's really good.
And that 12 cut content is best served in Volume 10,
a 12 episode long season of, like, Volume 9 would have been pretty good. But they really did do an excellent job with Volume 9.
And I feel like this could be Volume 10 stuff, right? I like how Volume 9 ended. I feel like that the way that it ended is maybe even a little bit more impactful because what makes... I feel like that it would take some of the impact away.
Imagine how smug we would feel if this was the episode and we were like, we know the crown, we read the book.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just thinking, from my perspective, it was much more punchy to have them go through the portal to just see Vacuo, see all the ships there, than for us to see everything and then Team RWBY see it. Because in how Volume 9 is constructed, we see it with Team RWBY for the first time, instead of getting it all explained to us. Like, I like that format better. I like that sectioning that Team RWBY sees it first, and then presumably in Volume 10 we would see it. But yeah, that's the only thing that, again, even from, like, a perspective of if this was supposed to be a full episode, the fact that they were just like, yeah, we're not gonna show the headmaster of Shade Academy or his assistant, that was kind of bizarre. But they presumably made models for Jack and Jill breaking out of the jail. I don't know if something else, if something else happened down the Theodore pipeline that for some reason, like, I don't know if he was originally supposed to be in this episode and they took him out. I don't know if he was never in the episode at all.
Theodore pipeline a lot.
Oh my god. But yeah, like, it's sort of, that part is kind of bizarre to me, but it was, I think that that's just what it wasn't. For everything that it was
brilliant. It was also shocking.
Notice, right? Velvet doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Coco doesn't talk. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a version of this episode before this version that existed in some capacity, and that this was almost, okay, but please could we do it? And this was supposed to be the toned down version.
Also, like, the animatic is like, you don't know how far along the voices went, so maybe they were trying to get Ashley Jenkins.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, well, that's why we don't see Theodore. That's why we don't see. That's why we only see these characters that we have seen before, because right, then there would have to be voice acting. So they were trying to kind of
even it out,
cut it down.
I will say it was shocking. Like Vale is done.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people had that theory that would happen. I just wonder, does that mean that Salem found the relic if she went to Vale? Because there's only really two ways. The Relic of Knowledge has no more questions left. So the only way she could feasibly do that is if she asked, Ambrosius, can you please make a relic detector, right? And obviously you need to know how something is made in order to make it. However, I can see a possibility where she created, well, Grimm can sense where a relic is, so just give me a super-powered Grimm to be able to sense where the crown is, which is, I don't know, it's interesting because I don't know how to feel about that. I always imagined that the series would have circled back and have ended in Vale. However,
but
it
also,
doesn't mean it can't.
But also,
right?
Vale being destroyed just means that there's no more of the good guys there.
Yeah.
It probably still looks the same. It's not underwater and underground like Atlas is.
I have, I guess, two kind of theories about that. The first one would be that maybe they knew that they were only gonna get one more, and that this was gonna be the one more, like in terms of not RWBY Volume 9, but RWBY Volume 10, that they knew that they couldn't prolong the series all the way to Vale.
Ideally, it would be like a season or maybe 2 in Vacuo, and then the
but
final,
maybe
the finale
they realized
in Vale.
they couldn't do that anymore, or if they even wanted to in the first place, and so they just was like, okay, Vale's destroyed.
I remember back in the day, someone asked what the big overarching plan, and they said about 14 seasons.
Right.
Which would
I'm assuming that
sense.
maybe things had
Been truncated.
like things have shifted.
But
a choice
to
made
truncate it,
to
to make
try
it-
to be
to
like,
expedite
okay,
things.
let's speed it up. But obviously, we'll never know, and we don't know. I'm just speculating.
I will say that, it would be fun if The Last Stand was in Vacuo, but you kind of want The Last Stand to be in Vale.
I'm kind of two minds about that. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I agree with you, because that's where we all thought it would be
full circle.
But at the same time,
we've literally been around the world.
Maybe part of the message is the idea that Vale is destroyed, and so now this place being the last place of humanity, what would make the most sense in terms of what we're talking about is just that the final stand is in Vacuo. The gods are called back in Vacuo. Everything happens in Vacuo.
You have a big
and then you
fight
have an
on top of
epilogue.
Shade.
Yeah, kind of.
And then the post-credit whatever end scene, last episode is everyone they're rebuilding
Going back
Vale.
home and rebuilding.
That
and
would
such.
work. I would be good with that too.
Yeah.
So long as
I love how we're thinking about this and it's right? We don't really know, but
I feel like if it doesn't happen, it exists in my dreams.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think compliments to the chef or whatever, as they say, but the way that RWBY ended, you can imagine how they go forward and beat Salem, and I know that sounds not silly, because you can do that with any story, that's why fan fiction exists, but with RWBY, they did it in a very discernible way where you can just imagine how that they won. You can imagine that it ended. Whereas, I don't know, for other shows like Game of Thrones, maybe it's not really clear if they ended things before Game of Thrones got bad. Like, what is the ending? I don't know. There's all these variables where at least how they ended Volume 9, you understand that there is the hope of rebuilding and that there's the hope that humanity is ultimately going to succeed and you're left with that message. But to get back to the actual content of the epilogue maybe for a second, I found all of it really moving. I love everybody's internal monologues, especially because internal monologues in RWBY is not something we see often. It is something we see occasionally, but it doesn't happen all the time, so I thought that was cool to get insight into people's minds. It was cool to see things I did not expect to see were Tyrion, Mercury, and the Crown. Right?
That's crazy.
I had a list of, we would see Fox, we would see Theodore, we would see Rumpel, we would maybe hear those characters speak, but that was kind of a rat. Down at the bottom was the fucking Crown. Because, okay, I understand, I always knew
Which
that
I feel like
Salem
we
needed
referenced,
villains.
but they're
It
characters
makes
in the
sense.
first 2 E.C. Myers RWBY
Yeah,
books.
basically the idea is that they think that there's a lost Anastasia Romanoff dynasty of the people that used to be the ruler of Vacuo,
and
the
they
Vacuo
are
bloodline.
them, basically.
And they think that they are them, but
And they
they're
have the
not,
ability
which
to
is the
control-
important part is that they're not.
And they have the ability to control people's mind, and it's a really fun character.
Well, one of them
does.
steals aura or something.
and the
One
other
of them
one
sucks
can
auras
control
out,
people.
and then one, it's complicated.
And there's also
I don't quite remember.
there's
I don't
a very
know if it's
good
mind control, but
there's a
something.
very good character who does have official art because she was a character in
Carmen.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Who is the baddest bitch.
But she's not part of the Crown. She's just a mercenary.
She's just a mercenary, but maybe she shows up. Who knows?
So again, as Hunter said, all the way down at the bottom of my list, because it makes sense. Salem has no villains. Of course she's going to use the plight of the Vacuo people against them. We always had that theory. I kind of had this, I was toying around with this idea that, I mean, we saw it, the way that the Vacuo people feel about the Schnees, but also that Fox would kind of be in the narrative as that Fox would be for the audience, the Vacuo side of things. Idea for a while that Fox would kind of be the, okay, I know we don't exactly agree with the Vacuins, but we get it, right? We understand why they feel that way. So it makes sense. I was just shocked. And I was also shocked because I did not expect to see Mercury and Tyrion whatsoever. I didn't expect them to exist, but I also didn't expect them to. I thought that Mercury was gonna nosedive that plane. Like, I don't know what I thought, but
Mercury looks.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, he does look a little
definitely
bit like
on
he's looking
his
in the
way.
security cameras. And
He's like, I am with two people that thinks that they're royalty and a psychopath.
Yeah, like it's not going well for him. Can we actually
very, very
Can we go back and also like Oscar ominously fighting the merge and we don't really
Also Neon, we saw Neon again.
Yeah, that was a cute little
Neon
scene
moment.
But yeah, it was
yeah.
I'm not like that's crazy. I don't even know if I'll include seeing this in our YouTube video, but it's crazy how, like, I was so sure that Yatsuhashi wanted to hang out with Red. Like, this is just insane. I just can't deal with this. The fact that they're even here. Yeah, I think this is Fox. I think he's just sadly hanging out in the corner, which is hilarious. This is my new Fox background. Thanks. But I just think it's crazy that they. What the fuck? What the fuck? That was not on my bingo.
I also like that they left a note, which is like they have demands. Like that's kind of ominous.
I mean, it's not necessarily demands, but I think it's just a message like. The royalty is clearly, they're on Salem's side now, which just messed up, man. But yeah, this really gave me some serotonin. It made me a little sad. Like, I was always, you guys saw me, I was literally freezing.
Goosebumps, I could
Literal
see it.
goosebumps. It is sweltering. Can you guys see how sweaty my skin is right now? Like, how shiny I look? It is fucking hot in here with these lights, and I was literally freezing cold. Goosebumps. I can't wait for what RWBY Beyond's gonna be. Again, I know I went into this video trying not to have expectations. I'm still, like, a little disappointed we didn't see Theodore, just because it seems so strange.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is a little weird that everybody's talking
he's
and
too
just
busy
not
in his office
around.
doing bicep curls. And being generally perfect.
Like, I wish that we just, I don't know, saw a photo of Theodore on a screen or something. Like, it'll be okay. You know, a Theodore thumbs up or something like that.
Theodore thumbs up.
Like,
if and when RWBY Volume 10 release, because they said at the beginning some of this will be recycled. How do you think because I feel like they're gonna have to show Mercury. But like in this, if this becomes the first episode, like how do you think they would restructure it?
I mean, we should probably make that its own video at this point, but it's okay. We'll just talk about it briefly now, I guess, since we're already here. I think that what they would start with is that they would have Team RWBY seeing the security footage, right? Well, okay, so first of all, RWBY has to meet Theodore and Rumple because, of course, right? We have to meet the headmasters.
Do you think that we do still, like, the opening of, like,
I don't think they do the cold open anymore because Team RWBY's back. I think that they would I think that they would convey the feelings that everyone felt during this time, but I don't think they would show these exact
I think they
beats.
would be slightly, like, while you were away, like, we'd learn about Vale, we'd learn about...
Yeah, but I think that what I see in my mind's eye is Team RWBY is in the office, probably everyone, right? Like, group meeting, right? Because Team RWBY's literally back from the dead, and so I see Theodore wants to throw a party, but Rumple won't let him because first we have to get back to business. So I feel like that Theodore's already like, yeah, let's celebrate, you guys aren't dead, and Rumple's like, okay, can we just chill for a second and get them up to speed on what's been going on? So that's when we see the footage of Mercury breaking out the crown people with Tyrion. That's when we see the riots in the streets or whatever's going on in Vacuo. Yeah. That's when Port comes in and says that Vale has been destroyed and that maybe she has the relic. We don't quite understand.
Yeah, I think they give more details.
Yeah, and then I feel like that we would still get the essence of how Ren feels and how Jean really brought them together,
having
and the
Ren
loneliness
kind of be a point of view character there.
Yeah. And then I feel the same. We'll probably see the Nora Ren, like Nora trying to assert her independence more, but probably not in the same way. But I feel like that in my mind, Volume 10 opens with a giant circle of classmates, and they're all sitting in chairs, and they're all just having this giant, like, meeting. Because that's something they say in the books, is that teachers don't speak on a podium. They all, like, sit down together and talk on equal levels. So I just see, like, the biggest weird faculty all-hands meeting where Theodore calls everybody, and we literally see everyone, Winter, Willow, the Sneeze, the students, anybody that you could think of, and that's when we would get into this sort of thing. And I still have my rat about the party that they throw, that Team RWBY's Not Dead party. I still have it, and then we see Kira and Callie and
I do want some joke something where Crow like looks at Yang and looks at Blake and looks at Yang and thinks, oh.
But I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction. I hope you guys have fun. This will need to be edited a bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.